Hello and welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited for today's pick a card. Today we're going to see who is going to put in real effort towards you, really be pursuing you. We will see their love offer, what's going to happen, how this is going to come about. But we're tapping into the person who's really going to be serious about you in the near future. So that is our topic. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings, that is where you can find me. And other than that, you can, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings as well. For group 1, we have the pink geode, and we'll be using the Teen Witch Tarot. For group 2, we have the white geode, and we will be using the Gilded Tarot. For group 3, we have the orange geode, and we will be using the Dark Mansion Tarot. And for group 4, we have the yellow geode, and we will be using the Everyday Witch Tarot. So go ahead, pause the video if you still need time to decide, and we're just going to jump right into it. Alright, if you chose group 1 with the pink geode and the Teen Witch Tarot, this is your reading. We got the 3 of Cups and the 5 of Wands as we cut the deck, okay? That's almost giving me an energy of like temptation incoming, but we're going to see how this comes together. 3 of Cups is a good card. Celebration, coming together. I just saw 222 on the camera, representing universal forces, your angels being around you as well. So let's see what's going on with you, Spirit, for group 1 with the pink stone. Please show us who is putting in real effort towards group 1. Who is this? What is happening in the near future in love for group 1? Wow. Right away, we're getting some very powerful energies for you. We have falling in love, and the Rings card here. So group 1, it looks like you are aligned with a marriage offer or at least a serious relationship offer. I never ever hear this in readings, but I just heard promise ring. So yeah, that may apply to someone as well, like where you're getting a real life promise. You're having something physical that represents your union with this person. This could be you two coming together, of course, getting married, and you have the rings, you have the marriage license. This could be you getting together with your person and you guys starting to build a life together. You have an apartment to show for it. Spirit keeps highlighting that there is some sort of physical manifestation of this relationship. So there's some sort of proof. And then I just heard social proof, which is very interesting. So for some of you, if you've never, been posted by a partner, I do see that's something that's going to happen. Or there's something tangible coming from this relationship. So we shall see what's going to happen. It says enchanting love at the bottom of falling in love. So I do see this person very enchanted by you and vice versa. You very enchanted by this person. I feel like they have a lot of charisma. I'm hearing charismatic. And then we have rings here. It says symbol of love, union, and soul connection. So group 1, things are getting pretty serious for you. I see you leveling up. I see you getting into a long-term relationship. This is looking like something pretty stable in your life. Earth sign energy. This person could be an earth sign, or you could be an earth sign. This person could have Earth in their Venus placement in their chart. Let's see. Ooh, okay. And you guys could end up getting off on the wrong foot and then coming back together. We have unrequited love, misunderstanding, and then confession of love. So you may meet this person on a day when they're stressed or when you're stressed, especially if you have like RBF, you know, your face kind of looks a bit intimidating, or, you know, you may get that feedback from people like, you kind of look intimidating. I was scared to talk to you, scared to approach you. And honestly, that may be by design, because that keeps, you know, the people that you don't want to kind of cross paths with at bay, if you don't look super open. But when you first connect with this person, for some of you, you may kind of be in that RBF mood, or just in a bad mood, not having the best day, just kind of like really not feeling like entertaining someone. And then it's like, ooh, you see this person, you guys make a connection, but yeah, there's some sort of misunderstanding here. So I would say allow yourself to be surprised, allow yourself to be open. This could be someone that you already know and someone that you feel romantically attracted to, but maybe you can't get over how things started with them, if things were rocky in the beginning. And I'm also feeling like whatever they were going through really didn't have very much to do with you personally. So, I mean, timing is really everything. Like, you can meet the right person, but if you haven't gone through the right experiences or lessons before you meet them, then you can end up totally not seeing their value or connecting with them or even being attracted to them. So yeah, timing is everything, you know. You guys may meet before you were supposed to. And that's the tricky thing about like dating apps and whatnot, like, or even the internet. It can connect you with people well before you were naturally scheduled to meet in, you know, the real world. And then it can kind of create this situation where it feels very uncomfortable, because it's like, I can feel so attracted to you, I feel very drawn to you, and vice versa. But at the same time, it's like, you know, right person, wrong time. Like, you're going through stuff or I'm going through stuff, whatever. So yeah, I feel like this person is already on your radar, or when you meet them in the near future, just expect that. Try not to take things too personally. Allow people to have, you know, good days, bad days. You don't want to hold someone who's like a human being to always being happy all the time. That's, I actually experienced that in a relationship before, and it was so soul-sucking. My partner is like, I like you best when you're happy. And so I held myself to that standard for so long, and I ended up with so many pent-up emotions because I just didn't get a chance to transmute it and express it, because it's like, I don't want to be sad around this person. I don't want to be angry around this person. I always have to be on, and I always have to, and then it just felt like performing, and then it just spiraled into so many other things. So try to be graceful with people in the beginning. Don't take anything to heart, especially when people don't know you. That's something that really helps me. Like, okay, this person doesn't even know me to offend me and to mean something personally. So I'm not going to take offense to, even if the first time we meet and they're just on edge or they say something rude, I'm not going to internalize it. But yeah, unrequited love, it says, accept the pain, fulfill your needs in other ways. Misunderstanding says a misinterpretation, misinformation, and ineffective communication. So you guys may struggle a bit with communication in the beginning, or misinformation almost makes me feel like there may be someone in the mix that's meddling and creating problems. You would know if that applies. But then we have confession of love, which is saying I love you. So you guys are finding your way full circle. I feel like with this person, it's a little like, you know, you may have this feeling like, I thought you didn't like me when we first met. You guys may have that conversation at some point. And the first card coming out from the romance angels is the retreat card. So yeah, I'm feeling like there may be a temporary separation. This person may be healing as well. We have release your ex. If you guys mirror each other, then you may not even know that this is going on in their personal world, but it is. And for some of you, it's also going on in your world. The time has come to clear your energy is what it says at the bottom of that card. So you or them, you both may be hanging on to the old way that you used to do things. You can just kind of tell. You can especially tell, like, you know, the first time you're physical with someone, it's like, ooh, someone cooked here. Like, you can tell. Like, when you don't know someone, you don't pull out the whips and chains and the splits and the all that extra, because you got to get a feel of like, okay, what kind of romance do we have? Like, what's the vibe between us? So you can tell when someone comes in and it's like, oh yeah, someone definitely cooked here. Someone is in their energy still. They've just recently been with someone. Just by the way that they kind of move, it's like they kind of move as if, oh, this is what my person likes, even though you're new, if you know what I mean. So It could be a situation like that in a non-physical way or in a physical way if things have gotten there with this person, where it's like, you know, maybe them and their ex had like a roasting type of banter, but you're a whole new person. So it's like you're just taking it so wrong, or vice versa, you know. Maybe you still got some remnants of your ex in your personality, and it's like, oh, you know what? You may end up realizing that as you're moving in this connection, like, oh, you know what? That's actually something that me and my ex used to do. That's how we used to joke, but maybe that's not how me and this new person jokes. So I see a little rocky beginning, a little, you know, roughness around the edges, but you guys are figuring it out. This person is still working through it. There's genuine chemistry here. There's a strong magnetic attraction here is what it says at the bottom of chemistry. So the attraction is on. The chemistry is good. Once you guys find your footing and once you find your dynamic. And we have the flirt card. So maybe in the past with an ex or with your last partner or with people recently, you know, they've been the ones to chase you, and maybe you're being called out of your comfort zone. I just saw 1111. Maybe you're being called out of your comfort zone and you're being guided to, you know, flirt and to be more open and whatnot. And again, just kind of find this new dynamic, this new norm with this person. Spirit. Their love offer definitely seems serious. What else can you tell us about this connection coming towards group 1? One of these just flipped over. We have give your relationship a chance. Bottom of this card, it says work on your partnership. So yeah, you guys may have a little break, a little separation and reconvene. And that may be a level up in your love life in itself. Because if you've been someone who it's like, okay, when things get tough, I don't chase them, I replace them. Spirit may be calling you to work through things so you can have that long-term partnership. So for those of you who this is like a first in long-term partnership, yeah, it's going to feel a bit uncomfortable. It's going to feel like a challenge, but I definitely see that it'll be worth it. Let's see the action they'll take towards you, Spirit, for group 1. How are they taking action towards them? This person tries a couple of methods before figuring it out. We got the 8 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles here. So look at you guys struggling to do the tango. It's like you're trying to figure it out. You're trying to find your balance. I'm getting a strong vision of like the Lilith archetype, how she didn't want to lay down in the garden. Okay. She wanted the top spot. I'm getting that kind of energy here where it's like, look at this person with these flowers in their hands trying to love you and you're like struggling. And it's just like, for what? For what? 8 of Pentacles in reverse. You're not allowing them to get close to you. What is up with this? You're not allowing this person to get close to you. You may be jaded. You may be really hurt by the first interaction, especially if you take things personally, especially if you're more like empathic or sensitive. It may take you longer to regulate, or, you know, you could be someone who needs lots of conversations to really work through things, multiple apologies, because it's just so hard for you guys to move on. So we got the 7 of Swords here. It's like this person is trying like, all right, let me mess with their mind. Let me be a player. Let me show them I have other options. That's not working. Okay, 6 of Swords. Let me show them I'm independent. I'm strong. I can walk away. That's not working. Group 1, what I see is this person really likes you and you're not allowing them to get close to you. Spirit. Why are they not allowing them to get close to them? We have the 2 of Swords. You're just not sold here. It's like, you know, maybe you imagined that your person is different or someone special, someone better. We have the Chariot in reverse. That's also an energy of being stuck on something, like stuck on a manifestation. This person could be coming in, but if you've been trying to manifest someone else for a long time, it's like you're having a hard time letting this person in because you always have this manifestation you can fall back on. It's like when things get tough, I can just, you know, reapply my intention and focus on bringing that manifestation in again. But that is kind of like a method of avoidance here, at least a little bit. I mean, the Two of Swords is kind of like, I don't feel comfortable. I can't see clearly. Spirit. Why are they having a hard time? We have the Eight of Wands reversed, Ace of Swords, Five of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, not gonna lie, you guys may really be kind of either stuck on someone of the past or something. This person could remind you of an ex. You could have a history that you can't quite work through with this person. I just see so much resistance. So if Spirit's been really leading you to shadow work, if Spirit's really been leading you to doing things that are going to help you kind of release the past, release the old version of yourself, and move forward, I would definitely lean into that, because I can totally see how the past is affecting your future in some way. But I get this strong sense that it's not about the person, like an ex per se that you're stuck on. I feel like it may be an experience. So just be aware of that. We got the Five of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse. It's kind of like, okay, Five of Swords in reverse, I'm avoiding the BS, but also Ace of Swords in reverse, I'm avoiding being in the mix and dating and winning. So it's like Spirit's kind of trying to get you to open up. Spirit, how are they taking action towards group one? I mean, I feel like, oh, yeah, it's just tricky. Because it's like, I can see both sides on their end. That Six of Swords, like trying to show you that they can move on and they can, you know, connect with someone else. That's not going to be effective to win someone over. And neither is Seven of Swords, like, you know, trying to win at all costs. That's not going to be effective either. So it's like, ugh. Spirit, what will happen in this connection? We got the Queen of Swords, the Page of Swords, a lot of swords coming up for you as well. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. We got the World card reversed and the Judgment card reversed. So yeah, I was actually getting this energy in the beginning of your spread where it's like right person, wrong time. I feel like you guys are genuinely meeting before you're supposed to. I feel like you're meeting before Spirit planned for you to. So you may be meeting in some sort of like quantum leap kind of way. Like, you know, you could have a bunch of, you know, a series of events kind of unfold in your life and it puts you in the right place at the right time with this person. But before you guys are supposed to meet, if they're very intuitive or you're very intuitive and tapped into the energy, it's like you notice each other, you feel drawn towards each other. So you make that connection before it was supposed to happen. Or you may be meeting online or, you know, through dating apps. And one of those kind of quantum leap kind of ways, one of those ways that kind of defies time and the regular rules, natural law. We have the Page of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So ultimately, I feel like you're trying to protect yourself, but it is blocking your blessings to a degree. I feel like you will be able to overcome it and move past it. I keep getting this 2 symbolism with you as well. I feel like I saw 222 in the beginning of your reading too. But we have the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck here as well. Spirit, what will happen here? We have the Garden of Venus and then Deep Quiet. Rest and renewal at the bottom of the Garden of Venus. I feel like that's a part of the problem though. You've been getting too much rest, too much renewal in that Garden of Venus, and now you're hyper independent, so it's just super hard for you to co-create with someone or to trust someone again. Once there's a serious relationship offer on the table, I feel like you'll be surprised by how triggered you may be of the past or how resistant you may be, you know, to the process, even if it's what you've kind of wanted for a while. We have deep quiet with meditation and stillness. So Spirit is trying to get you in a place where we did have the retreat card that came up as well before, trying to get you into this garden of Venus where you can rest and recharge and heal, but not in a way that causes you to become jaded and to shut people out and to assume that no one is genuine or has anything that they can offer you. I really feel like you're scared, and there's no problem with that, no problem with being fearful until it starts to block your blessings. We have the benefactor with grace and generosity. So Spirit is saying, okay, you are a benefactor in this situation. You will definitely receive, but maybe it just seems too good to be true. I mean, this person is human. I felt like there was a piece of this relationship that may be a bit too real for some of you. If you have like a Libra Venus or even a Taurus Venus, these are signs that are ruled by Venus. So when it comes to love and relationships, you can be very idealistic, even if you have like a Libra moon, a Taurus moon. It can make you, or a Pisces moon, you know, Neptune can kind of be kind of wavy like that too. It can make you kind of like really start to believe the fantasy as reality, so that when reality happens and you have an opportunity for a real relationship, it doesn't have all that magic dust that your mind can kind of create for you when you're just alone, kind of, you know, fantasizing, doing your thing as you're going through your day. So it's like impossible for any real person to impress you, especially as you know, if you're you know, someone who's a avid reader, you know, or you participate in any apps or anything that kind of like storytell and, you know, romance. It's like, okay, this person is not as good as the book bae. So how do they stand up? We have Iris with rainbows and messages. I would say that rainbows will be a significant sign for you. It says, when it rains, look for rainbows, and when it's dark, look for stars. So Spirit is kind of trying to get you to see the silver lining and to push yourself out of your comfort zone and allow yourself to receive. We got the daffodil with rebirth and new beginnings. It says new beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. And that's something that I felt all the way since the beginning of your reading, that this is someone you already know, that you started off on the wrong foot with. Or this is someone where it's like, okay, we're struggling to get together, we have some separation, and then we come back together, we try again. But it seems like at that point, you're like, nope, I learned my lesson, that hurt, I did not like that, it made me uncomfortable, or it reminded me of my ex, it reminded me of the past, I don't want to re-engage. And Spirit's like, listen, even in the books, you know, the characters always have some sort of struggle. It's never completely sunshine and rainbows. So allow yourself to keep going. We have the trumpet gentian here. It says power and healing. It says to get what you love, you first have to be patient with what you have. So Spirit is saying to get to that point where you have that kind of storybook romance, you first have to accept, okay, this is our reality. Let's create, let's build from here. Let's create something beautiful. That's how all relationships are built. People don't put that part on social media where they're being triggered and they're working through stuff and they're trying and waking up every day and, you know, really putting their hearts on the line. They only, you know, post the stuff that's like the finished product. Get on this journey, group one. You're going to have to work through this stuff eventually. And we have an option here that's giving long-term stability. I would honestly say take it. That's what I have for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the white geode and the gilded tarot, this is your reading. Tapping in to see, okay, we got the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Wands as I cut the deck. So some reflection, some rest, and then 4 of Wands, a long-awaited, serious love offer. I like that. We're going to see who will put in real effort to pursue you. Who's going to make you a real love offer? What are their actions towards you? We'll get all of that, Spirit, for group 2 with the white stone. Please show us for group 2. What is next in love for group 2 coming in the near future? Who is putting in real effort to pursue them? So first of all, what I can say is you're definitely God's favorite. There is so much spiritual protection around you. This is the Romeo and Juliet Oracle, if you recognize some of the characters here, but we have Rosaline and Capulet that has come up. Rosaline, it says conservative, chastity, serious, and formal. So you could even be on like a celibacy journey, not physically intimate with anyone at this time. No one can connect with you in this way. You're showing up as more conservative, group 2. You're showing up as very godly, so to speak, very pure. And yeah, I mean that in a traditional sense. It feels like you have kind of clocked out from engaging with people, at least less than you used to. And you're coming across as more serious. You're coming across as like wife, husband, long-term partner material. And there's a chastity about you. You're very formal as well. People, when they first try to talk to you, not gonna lie, you may not even be like, you may be like, I mean, you can have my email. It's like, oh, can I have your Instagram? Can I have your Snap? It's like, I don't do Insta. I don't do Snap. You can have my phone number, or you can have my email, or, you know, we can get to know each other and then you can take me on a day. Like, you're not just going to sit here and watch my social medias all day. You're coming across as very formal with requirements for people. Like, this is what I require and this is what it is. And we have Capulet. This is the energy that you're attracting. It says fatherly love, controlling, and dogmatism. So there is an energy of people just want to tame you. It's almost like they see it as an act of rebellion if you're not showing up as the traditional feminine, or if you're not showing up as the traditional masculine. We also have the banishment card that came out, and it says severing ties and protection from further injury. This is what really let me know that you're God's favorite, because you see it as banishment because, first of all, you've been cutting ties with people. But I feel like there's like an isolation here as well, where people have been trying to disinclude you. People have been trying to put you on the back burner or to humble you. It's like, if people can't get their way, if these player types can't get your attention, it's like they try to make you uncomfortable, or they try to like keep you out of the mix. Or you may be feeling like you have less options since you've made these life changes, or since you have not been entertaining people as much. But the missing piece to that is this is protection from further energy, because you don't want attention if it's not from anyone that has the ability to value you. At that point, it's not worth it. And you already know that, especially with you showing up as Rosaline. You already know that. You get that. But I feel like you're attracting more serious people, more serious love offers. But at the same time, there's an energy around of people trying to kind of humble you. So you may feel like you're in a minefield right now. You don't want to make any wrong step. You don't want to step on anyone's toes, because you don't want people trying to, you know, go toe to toe with you. But at the same time, it's like you got to put people in their place, because they just rush in and they assume that you're going to be that traditional feminine or traditional masculine, or you're going to put up with their BS. And it's like, no, I'm not. Oh, we got a little bit of a tricky situation going on here. We got Tybalt that came up, the Prince of Cats, fashion and aggressiveness. Fashion is really sticking out to me for whatever reason. There are people who can dress that are in your energy. People who are typically attractive. And yeah, it's very disarming. I noticed that, like, when you do follow the trends, people immediately kind of put you in a category, but it could be a really beneficial thing. So like, that's why we have trends, and that's why everybody does it, because it's like, yeah, it's so real. Like, I see a girl with, like, you know, the slick down hair and the two little pieces out in the front. She got the claw clip. I'm like, oh, immediately she's a baddie. And it's so disarming, because you see certain trends and it's like immediately it can be a really positive thing. So when people put in all that effort and they're following the trends and they look good according to societal standards or whatever is in, when you don't give them that play, when you do not react to them in a positive way, they're getting upset with you. Group 2, they're getting upset. So you may start to notice some aggressiveness or, popular people or people who are very conventionally attractive trying to humble you, but also kind of falling in love with you and giving you a lot of attention because you do become their obsession. Now, the thing that gets tricky for me is the kiss card that came up because, someone is catching you slipping. Someone is catching you slipping. We have kiss here. It says the sublimation of love, eternal loyalty, and noble sacrifice. So this is the Romeo and Juliet oracle. So it's not a kiss in a good sense. This is actually talking about the kiss, the kiss before, I think it was Romeo. He ended up seeing Juliet. She thought she passed, but she didn't. She just didn't wake up yet. So he ended up poisoning himself. So this is also actually talking about like that last kiss before, the ending of the play. So I feel like people are just trying to get whatever they can from you. And I also feel like someone did get some attention for you, but things ended right after that. Right after there was a kiss, there was an ending and it was over. So someone is deeply disturbed by that and also kind of confused. They're wondering why group 2 is not stuck on them. Ooh, you have a lot of controlling people in your energy and it feels like they're trying to block your blessings. It feels like they can see that you have leveled up, especially if you're around people who have been there for a while. If they've been there before you went through your transformation, this is really especially bothering them because they're used to the normal pecking order. So now that you've, grown some chastity, some formality, you've become more serious, you have expectations of people, they're like, I can't slide on group 2 anymore. And I'm not okay with that because it's like, I either have to level up or the pecking order is changing. Now group 2 is somehow above me and they're getting so triggered by that. You also may not be meeting people who have the finances, okay, to go, to date you. Not gonna lie, because we have finances and career that has just come out. And usually I feel this on whoever I'm reading for. I feel like, okay, this is usually a sign that your finance may be blocked, but I don't feel like for a lot of you that's necessarily true. I'm actually feeling this in the sense that people don't have enough money to date you. They try to take you on one date and then they're immediately like, no, okay, let's just hang out at the house. And if you're in this formal energy, it's like, we don't have to go on an expensive date every time, but yeah, we're going to date outside. I'm not going to your house. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. So it could be something like that happening, or people don't feel like they can afford you, especially if you're high maintenance in the sense that you take care of yourself and you have some routine things that you keep up with and that you do. And that's a part of your identity. If you get your nails done or as a masculine, if you get your hair cut and you're really adamant about it, every 2 weeks I don't slip, this is my thing. Yes, I go for the expensive service. Yes, I get my car detailed twice per year. Yes, I do this, I do that. I get a car wash every week. I got the frequent pass, people may be finding it really hard to match that energy. And it's not even that they get triggered because they feel like they have to provide that. You're coming across as very independent and serious. You really can take care of yourself, but they don't feel like they can match that. They don't feel like they're getting triggered because it's like, well, I don't do that for myself. So seeing you do that for them is also triggering them. So people are so triggered about you. Pay attention to the red flags came out. It says the signs are cautioning you. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, the people who are putting in real effort towards you, it feels like they're putting in effort in a Capulet kind of way where they're trying to control you, or in a Tybalt kind of way to prove that they can have you, almost like it's a game to them. It feels very, rooted in control or them just trying to prove something. And Spirit is telling you to keep doing what you're doing, okay? We got stay optimistic about your love life. So Spirit is saying, don't you worry. I got something planned for you. I got this. I know it's a hot mess right now. People are hella triggered just by you existing. But keep doing your thing. We have love yourself first. So Spirit isn't telling you to slow down and to stop all that self-care. Spirit is like, yeah, keep going. Live your life for you. I got your back. Stay optimistic about your love life. It says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, but I also feel like Spirit's got something for you, period, regardless of your mindset. So if you have a moment where you slip and you're not feeling the most confident, I feel like that's fine. Don't even worry about it. It's still coming. But love yourself first says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So I wouldn't say just because you're getting pushed back or, you know, people showing up in this energy where they're more aggressive, I don't feel like that should demotivate you from living your life for you. Because that's another thing. People got to accept, like, okay, these are my requirements for me. This is what I like to do. This is my monthly upkeep. It really doesn't have anything to do with anyone else. I don't know why you would internalize that. So maybe you're dealing with people who, like Tybalt, have low self-confidence, and that's why they kind of have to be so flashy and whatnot. We have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. You would know if that applies to you. You could have an ex like this and they could be kind of keeping you stuck between worlds and making it even hard for you to manifest money. Finances and career did come out, especially if they can't respect what you're trying to do. Being connected to them then may just be something that kind of drags you down. Spirit for group 2, what love offer is coming in? Who is coming in, taking action towards group 2? Nice. We got the Fool card and the Six of Cups. So there could be a rekindling with someone that you've known when you were younger, or there could be an energy of you traveling back to your hometown or the place you were born. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4 on the camera. We have the Four of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse that came out first. And then we have the Star card here also reversed. So it's like, okay, Four of Cups in reverse. There's definitely a hard time accepting this new normal. Not gonna lie, I feel like the love offers are coming in snail pace for you, group 2. It feels like there's been some sort of delay. We do have the Star card in reverse that represents like divine timing. So I would say this is a good time to do like an uncrossing work, an anti-jinxing work to cleanse your energy. I got custom spell work on my Etsy shop. I can do that for you. If you're witchy yourself, I would definitely say do something for that. Because when it comes through like this, yeah, there may actually be something in the background that's tying you up or keeping you held back. So I would say definitely address that so you can have some progress. But with the Star card in reverse, that just kind of represents like your person. I feel like they may be going through the same thing on a parallel journey and you guys just haven't met yet. I feel like there are people in your energy for sure. We got people in your energy, but in terms of like serious love offers or love offers coming from people who see you for who you are and they're not just trying to control you or prove something to themselves, like love offers from people who just solely see you as you are and want to be a part of, you know, your story, your relationship with you. They want to support you. I feel like that's not quite here yet. And we have the Fool card and the Six of Cups. So this could be talking about a new beginning, a new job, a move, a new car, going to new places. So I would definitely say, especially as it warms up for those of us moving into spring, summer, I would definitely say allow yourself to go out more and try new things. And the Fool card is all about new places, new people, new experiences. So the more new experiences, the better. This is also a really good time to say, F it. Let me go, you know, to that travel destination vacation. There's never going to be the perfect time. It's never going to be all the way right. You know, let me go. Yeah, I feel like your current place doesn't have for you what it is that you want. We have the Hangman here as well. So there's an energy of moving into acceptance of the new life and where Spirit has been leading you. We have the Page of Wands here as well. That's all about new experiences, new beginnings. I feel like where you are, where you hang out, who you talk to, the way that you currently date, Spirit is trying to cycle you out of that because it's kind of like the people around you, because they saw you at a different part in your journey, they can't accept how you've leveled up in the new version of you. They're constantly trying to humble you. Or, you know, if you're someone who's really been into like online dating, it's like, okay, you got to understand these apps, these dating apps, they got algorithms. So when they tell you you've reached all the matches in your area, that's not true. It's not. They have not shown you every single person on the app. They have an algorithm that really, that can be a whole other conversation, because I'm almost positive there's some sort of like facial or bodily recognition that has to happen there, because there's no way that they just look at what's written on your profile to decide who gets to see you and who doesn't. So that's like a whole other conversation. But anyways, whatever, way you've been dating or wherever area you are, I don't feel like your person is there. I really don't. I feel like your person, the person that you also want with these new standards that you have, I feel like they're out of your current environment. And that does not mean you have to make some sort of major move physically. This could just mean going to new places, going to a new coffee shop, going to a new whatever extracurricular you do. Six of Swords reverse, Ace of Pentacles reverse, and the Hanged Man. So I feel like there's still a little bit of a wait here for you to meet like your person, the person you really want. I don't feel like they're in your current environment. And like I said, I do see you getting some... Well, technically, I haven't seen a solid love offer, to be real. I'm seeing people pursue you, but it seems very ego-based. So the fact that we're seeing people pursue you, but we're not seeing the love offer, that's very telling. These people, they're not, these are the kind of people where it's like, once they have you, once they conquer you, you kind of realize, you see their true colors. And I would avoid anything like that. You don't want to end up in a situation where you feel played, or you feel like someone has, done something wrong to you. It's time for expansion, group 2. Yeah, we have the Sky Dancers with surrender here. Very similar to Hanged Man energy. The cards almost look kind of really similar. So with the Sky Dancers and surrender, Spirit is kind of telling us like it's time to dance with the Ides of time. It's time for us to grow and expand and surrender to the new downloads that we've gotten. We have stars in the sky with limitless possibility. You may be getting a lot of like air symbolism, a lot of sky symbolism, a lot of space. Spirit may be constantly leading you to your astrology at this time. You may find yourself frequently checking on your transits and stuff like that. But Spirit is really trying to get you to have faith that on the other side of where you are, we got limitless possibility. We have Eyes of the Eagle with rising above the fray. So yeah, not gonna lie, I feel Spirit calling you out of your current dating environment. I see Spirit kind of calling you into a new place where you're above the fray, you're not dealing with the riffraff and unserious people or people who don't have your best interests. We have the Hydrangea and the Nastrium here. The Hydrangea with thankfulness and understanding. It says, before we can forgive one another, we have to understand one another. So there may be some forgiveness required. That could be a part of what's keeping you kind of holding on. It could be like, sunken cost fallacy type of energy where you hang on to a place because someone tried to move you out. So say like you've been going to the same bar for years and all of a sudden your ex is showing up at that bar and they know that that's your favorite bar. They're intruding on your space. That's really Spirit saying, listen, I'm trying to get you out of that situation. It feels like banishment, but it's truly for your best good. Banishment said protection from further injury. So you may be hanging on because it's like, this space is mine and it's been mine first, but that's okay. That's okay. Spirit's going to replace it with something 10 times better. We got the Nastrium with victory and conquest. It says, he who controls others may be powerful, but it says, he who has mastered himself is mightier still. So yeah, there's a lot of mindset stuff going on here. You may be called to do some mindset work. I feel like that would really benefit you. But I see you kind of hanging on and things are going to move and transition regardless. So I would say surrender to that, lean into that, and just trust there is truly limitless possibility on the other, side. And that's what I got for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description if you'd like your own private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. if you chose group 3 with the orange geode and the dark mansion tarot, this is your reading. Tapping in, we shall see who will put in real effort towards you, really be pursuing you. We'll see the action they'll take towards you, their love offer. We'll get it all. Spirit, for group 3 with the orange stone, please show us who will be putting in real effort towards group 3. Oh, the first card that came out for you, group 3, is the marriage card here, okay? It says wedding, matrimony, and wedlock. So I do see you locked in with someone. I also just heard, it was something like marriage duties I was hearing. Something that kind of describes when you get together with someone before you're officially married and you guys are kind of like, you know, it's like you're still doing those wifely duties, husband duties, you know, partner duties here. So you guys could be locked in before you're really locked in. Like before there's any vow said or marriage, you guys could be living together. You could be showing up for them as if you are their wife, showing up for them as if you are their husband. Wow. You know, this feels like two people who are genuinely ready, coming together, and getting their happily ever after. I feel like you guys want the same thing. You both want long-term commitment with someone who's worthy and someone who's ready. This is the Romeo and Juliet Oracle. If you notice any of the characters here, we got Prince Eucelus and Rosaline. Prince Eucelus, it says protection, kindness, and undertaking. So the masculine in this polarity, or the person who has the stronger masculine energy, they're definitely showing up as protective. It's giving airport dad energy. And this person may not be like a man, you know, they could have strong masculine energy, but it's giving me airport dad energy. If you've seen that trend where it's like, basically it's a archetype of a person, of a partner who has a lot of foresight, who takes care of everything. The kids are kind of just living their best life, you know, and so is the feminine or the wife in that polarity. And the airport dad is, you know, making sure the luggage is here, making sure everyone has their passports, making sure we're here on time, you know, doing everything that's needed for you guys to get to your end goal. So this person has that strong kind of energy, especially with undertaking being on the card. It's like this person really does see you as their responsibility. So they have this very strong daddy protective force to them where they're always thinking ahead, looking ahead, very protective, and takes full responsibility of their family. Strong, like good father energy though. Not just a father biologically, but a father in the sense that they really do take responsibility and they take care of everything and they protect, you know, their family, so on and so forth. And then we have Rosaline here with conservative, chastity, serious, and formal. So the feminine polarity in this relationship is showing chastity. You guys could be on a celibacy journey, or if this is your person, it could be like years, multiple years since they have been with someone physically. Like this person is taking their role seriously. This person is taking this relationship seriously. They are showing up. They're more conservative, even with talking to people. If you're the feminine in this polarity, it looks like energetically you are not even allowing yourself to like fraternize and congregate with people that aren't in the same energy as you. So this could be you not going to bars, clubs anymore, you not even having conversations and being friendly to people who you know are known for being F-boys, F-girls, even like people you're not interested in. It's like you hold them to the same standard. If this person shows up immature, or if they show up messy, if they show up like someone who's not about what you're about, you're cutting them off. You're coming across as more serious and very conservative and stingy with your time, your energy, your love, your attention, your money, your resources, your friendship, okay? Everything. It's like people can't just connect with you willy-nilly. Let me get one more, because we got some interesting cards here. Okay, So we have misunderstanding, revenge, and the nurse. So there is an energy of the nurse here. Your angels want you to know, regardless of what's going down, you are protected, you are taken care of, we are helping you, we are handling this, and the situation is healing and it is being fixed. But someone has taken offense to it could be, again, a friend or a romantic lover, a romantic option. Someone has taken offense to something that you've done. It could be as simple as not, again, conversating with certain people. You're coming up as, chastity. So that's even in a non-physical sense. It's like, I'm not even going to allow it to look like I'm out here flirting and doing the most and mixing with people. Like, no, I'm not doing it. So someone is upset with that. Revenge says punishment, compensation, and counterattack. So someone is feeling personally offended or personally attacked by your life choices. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? You want to level up, and this is your life, but some way, somehow, people are getting offended by what you do with your time, your energy, your life. It's crazy. But I do see that. And we have the misunderstanding here, so I genuinely don't feel like you meant any ill intent. You know what? You got to watch out for people like this, because certain people will ask you certain questions just so they can make you the enemy so that they don't have to focus on themselves. So say you're all about chastity nowadays, but you got your wild, your crazy friends that you have love for. They may specifically come to you with some BS like, oh, I'm dealing with this person. They like to let me out every weekend, but they're not offering me in a relationship. Should I continue to be with them? And then when you tell them no, all of a sudden you're the enemy. And it's like, instead of being mad at yourself for the choices you're making, you go to the person that you know is practicing chastity, and you're making me the enemy. You got to level up out of that group 3. These people are not your friends. Sorry. They're just not. People who put you in the position to always be the villain, those are not your friends. And I feel so passionately about this because this is a revelation I personally just had in the last year. I constantly kept running into the same thing. I'm like, why are people always mad at me, but going out of their way to ask me for advice? You know how I am at this point. These are people who've been in my life for years. You know my stance. You know my energy. You know what type of time I'm on. So why do you keep coming to me with this BS? Why do you keep coming to me with things that you know I don't agree with? And then right after that conversation, they start posting weird stuff, like people always trying to pull you down and tell you da-da-da-da, people trying to control you. It's like, how am I trying to control you when you're coming up to me to ask me something? What? That doesn't make sense. So be mindful. There's someone in your energy who's upset either because you've denied them or because you don't agree with their lifestyle. And Spirit is saying, go ahead and cut that cord. These people are not for you. We got the nurse here anyway with kindness, loving, and realistic at the bottom of the card. So I do see that your old friends, your old connections are being replaced with better, more suited people. And I do see Spirit, your angels in the background protecting you and, kind of like taming the flames of this situation with people who are upset with you for whatever reason. Spirit, for group 3. Who is putting in real effort to pursue group 3? Ooh, we got the soulmate card. At the bottom of the card, it says, yes, this is your soulmate. So yeah, I see you locking in. I see you locking into a long-term connection. I see you meeting your soulmate. And I do believe that we do have multiple soulmates, and you can outgrow certain soulmates. So I feel like this person is a reflection of the new changes within you that you've been implementing. And I see you guys kind of just, starting your own life together. I feel like that's really how things are going to go. You guys are going to link up and you're going to say, you know what? We got enemies here, enemies there, people choosing to misunderstand us, going out of their way to misconstrue what you're saying. So I'm just going to move on with my life and I'm going to level up into my new connection. And that's just that on that. Yeah, we have religious factors. It says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing or spiritual path. So I definitely feel like it's the spiritual path aspect. Your options, you may find that they're actually decreasing at this time, but that's not a sign of something's wrong. That's a good thing. That's definitely a good thing, because it's like, okay, you have less options, but more quality love offers coming through. You don't want an option if it's just someone who's going to play you anyways. So We have it is safe for you to love and codependency here. Yeah, I do see you being quite codependent on your new partner, but I don't feel like that's a red flag, especially since you guys are doing it mutually. And especially because of the circumstances. It's like I just saw 1001 on the camera, portal number energy. So you could be seeing a lot of portal numbers, angel numbers, different signs of new beginnings, doors. I'm seeing a red door and I'm seeing a blue door. That's going to be a sign for someone. I'm seeing like someone on a walk and it looks like it was raining and they're seeing a red door. They're seeing a blue door. That's going to be a special omen for someone, a confirmation for someone. But yeah, I feel like both of you guys are doing it and you're doing it for the right reasons. This codependency is strengthening your relationship so that you guys can commit to your new life that you're moving into together. So I say go ahead, be codependent. Codependency says addictions are affecting your romantic life. So if you have trouble with codependency, okay, maybe you'll really have to show some discipline with that. But I feel like it's better to lock in with someone who's on the same energy as you and the same wavelength as you than, you know, someone who is just playing you or not for you or whatever, not serious. But we do have it is safe for you to love. It says open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So I do see a reciprocal relationship coming in for you, group 3, where you guys reciprocate each other's love. The feelings are mutual, very much so. And Spirit is taking you off the market, but don't you worry. You will still, like, you know, it's like that saying, what's for you won't miss you. Like, we have retreat and new love here. So Spirit is saying slowly but surely pull back your energy from friends, people, places, things, anything that kind of gets you out of alignment at this time. And this is going to open up the path to new love. New love says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So yeah, it's looking like this is not someone you know, unless this is perfectly describing, you know, someone that you know, and they're in a healthy energy where they're protective of you, they watch out for you, they take care of you, they're engaging with you, showing you their interest, that kind of thing. I would say this is really new love for like 99% of group 3. Retreat says it's time to disconnect from the world. So I'm getting like a palate cleanser energy where Spirit is like, all right, let's retreat, go through this last little bit of level up, glow up. And this could be mind, body, and soul. It could be mentally, it could be physically, it can be spiritually. Let's go through this last bit of transformation here, this last glow up. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4 on the camera. Steps, angel number, about doing things in the right way. So all of that's leading you to new love, Spirit. How are they taking action? Ooh, we got the Magician here. So they're making it happen. Also, this could be a manifestation coming in for some of you. I just heard spawn. That's so weird. So this person could like spawn into your reality out of nowhere, like a video game. It can really seem like, how you may really question, like, how does this person, how do they know me? Or how did this happen? How come I've never seen this before? Like, I feel like this is really going to happen all simultaneously at the same time in a very unexpected way, very magical kind of way. This person is definitely starting with a fun approach, fun and safe. I see you guys building real trust with each other. We got the 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. So yeah, not gonna lie, your life is kind of chaotic, or their life is kind of chaotic as you guys are getting in a relationship. You're meeting them as you're 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door with the 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. There's still some things that make you uncomfortable. I'm hearing finance. It could be your financial situation. I'm like that too. It's hard for me to go on a date and have a good time if I know I ain't got the coin in my account that I need. If I know rent is due in 5 days and I don't got the rent yet, I'm not having a good time. I'm not feeling free. I'm not feeling, you know, sexy. Okay? But anyways, we got the 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups here. So I am seeing, you know, a little bit of you guys kind of being in a awkward energy as you first meet, but this person is primarily focused on fun and safety, getting to know each other. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. They don't want to start so serious. They don't want to make you feel like they're trying to just get ownership over you. But also with the 5 of Wands in reverse, they're not playing with your head. You guys are doing things the right way, truly. And that's that 1, 2, 3, 4 angel number energy, doing things the right way. So that also means not like crashing into a relationship and exchanging I loves yous too soon, or moving in together too soon, talking every day too soon. You guys are taking your time with this one. And we got the Magician here, which is a lot of universal support. Spirit is leading this, so don't you worry. You don't have to stress. We got the 8 of Swords in reverse and the 10 of Wands reversed. So I see you guys being the light in kind of like the light in the dark, as every other area of your life is kind of going through transformation. As you're leveling up, as you're growing, as you're expanding, I see both of you being very supportive to each other. But it's very clear that there are some other cycles that are kind of closing out. Yeah, 6 of Cups reversed. This is looking like an ex. Queen of Wands that you have to boss up on and really kind of like make your final move with them. Like, okay, this is over, you know, to get that closure for you to level up from them. There's a strong energy of 6 of Cups reverse. There's someone of the past holding you back. So this is a good time to do like a cord cutting for yourself. I got custom spell work on my Etsy shop. I can do a cord cutting or a banishing if this person is like a karmic, really persistent, aggressive, soulmate, anything that would cause you guys to be linked. But this is a good time to go ahead and clear that energy so that you can move forward, Queen of Wands, without too much effort or pain. It's definitely clear that there's something like that going on where it's like Queen of Wands, you're being called to rise above an old connection or an old place, an old habit, old way of doing things. So this is the time of beginning. Oops, I just bumped the camera. This is the time of beginning and endings for you. And it's quite intense for a lot of you. We got the whale song with resonating. So I see you answering the call, and I also see you having a very deep resonance with this person. You know, whales are known for being very protective, even of other animals, but I've seen so many videos of whales kind of helping out humans, like divers and whatnot. You know, the whale comes along and it tries to help the human back into the boat, and the human's like, is it playing with me? What's going on? And really it's like, oh, they notice that there's a shark, you know, not too far away, and the whale is like intervening. So this person is giving strong whale energy. Whale is also a term used to like kind of talk about someone who got that coint, okay? You know, I bagged a whale. Yeah. That's like, okay, this person is valuable, okay? Or they got money. They got some sort of something that they can give to this relationship. Hallelujah. Like, thank goodness for this breakthrough for this person. Spirit. Ooh, we got crown games with right use of power here. So people are trying to manipulate you at this time, trying to keep you stuck. Like I was talking about with people putting you in certain situations, they know your opinions, they know your viewpoints, and they try to put you in certain situations to be the bad guy so they can blame you. Instead of looking at their behavior and saying, okay, I don't approve of what I'm doing, you know, be aware of those crown games. And I really don't feel like it's going to get better. I feel like people are going to keep putting you in that position. So it's just, listen, you may have to, you know, it may be cutoff season for you, group 3. We got the drifter with experiencing life as it comes. So I would say yes to new opportunities, new experiences. If people invite you to something you wouldn't typically go to, you're not interested in, go ahead and go. Just go ahead and go. See what it has to offer. See what happens. Try to be open and have fun. We have the jeweled web with connectivity. So there could be some sort of freaky connection that you have to this new person that is coming into your life, where it's like maybe you guys went to the same elementary, or maybe you were next door neighbors as a kid, or you guys could have one of those like freaky experiences. If you've seen those videos and it's, or like pictures where it's like my dad at Disney World at 5 years old, and that's my mom in the background of the picture. You guys could have something like that with the jeweled web connectivity. Some sort of connection or situation, and you realize like we've always been connected, or we have lived such parallel lives, or we have, you know, had this weird pattern of just missing each other. Like, say you've worked at the same 2 jobs, you know, as this person, but you left 1 month before they started, and then the next job they left 1 month before you started. So it's like, whoa, we've been so close in proximity, but we're finally breaking through in the 3D now. So you guys may have something like that going on here. We got the clematis with intelligence and mental beauty. It says wisdom is the abstract of the past, but beauty is the promise of the future. So I get a lot of energy of surrender and a lot of energy of spirit wanting you to allow this person to grow on you, allowing yourself to move into the future and to see the beauty of the future. Even as there's other cycles that are clearly closing, spirit is really wanting you to be optimistic because you will be pleasantly surprised at how things turn out. That's what I have for you, group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the yellow geode and the everyday witch tarot, this is your reading. Ooh, as we cut the deck, we have the King of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords here. Why is this giving me Christian Grey energy? Where this person may be very, yeah, I'm seeing red room now. I'm hearing red room. Oh my God, okay. Let's just see what we get. We're tapping into who will put in real effort towards you, their actions towards you, their love offer. We'll get all of that. Spirit for group 4, who will be really pursuing group 4? Oh, I feel like this is why we got that 9 of Swords. Okay, group 4, we're gonna see who else comes up, but there is someone in your energy who wants a chance with you so bad. Like, we have the wooing card that came up. First and only time this card has come out today, and you are the last pile. This person is doing the most. Like, it says seek, search, encounter, chase. Okay, not gonna lie, group 4, you may have a stalker on your hands, okay? You may have someone that you may actually have to be concerned about, because with search and encounter, why is that giving me the kind of vibe that this person is trying to show up where they know you are when they know you're there kind of thing? So just be mindful, okay? This person could be looking you up online. This person could be talking to friends, your friends, trying to get close to your friends or people that you talk to. Anyone that you appear to be close to or anyone that you're attracted to, this person tries to befriend. So it could be like, say this is someone who goes to your gym. It's like they see you talk to a girl one time and they go and they try to talk to that girl, get close to that girl. They can't get information about you because, say, that's the first time you and that girl ever talked, or it was just something in passing, whatever. It's like now this person is trying to cozy up with that person just in case, you know, as another opportunity for you guys to cross paths again. Like, okay, I know group 4 likes this person. I know they gravitate or they're friends with that person. So let me get close with them too. You guys. And then what really did it for me was actually the first card that came out with the apothecary. Okay. This person is in the apothecary trying to brew something up for you. So this person, listen, they could be doing work on you. They could be, you know, listen, especially if, okay, I hate to say it, but I'm not even going to say it. But listen, certain people are more likely to do certain things. I'm just saying. But we're going to skip past that. Okay. But we have force, sin, cunning, and the dark side of human. So this person could also be, you know, tapping into dark psychology, definitely doing some psychology things, you know, to get you attracted to them, to get you to pay attention to them, to get you to interact with them. They could be, you know, I'm seeing Robert Greene, which I love Robert Greene, but, you know, listen. His books can be very powerful. That's the same person who wrote The 48 Laws of Power. I actually bought that book and I couldn't read it for a year because as soon as I opened the first chapter, I'm like, oh my God, this book is demonic. This book is demonic. That's exactly how I felt when I first read it. And then a year later, I pick it up again. Or not even, like some months later, I picked it up again. Still, I'm like, oh my God, this book is so dark. And then a year later, I was finally able to open up to the content. So anyways, this person may be looking into, you know, authors and different different ways of kind of getting what it is you want, but I keep seeing reading. Like Spirit is showing me different books. So this person, I don't see that you're interested. We have unrequited love. It says, accept the pain, fulfill your needs in other ways. So this person is at a crossroad where they're being called to kind of accept that you're not interested and to fulfill their romantic desires with another person. But even so, they're still trying to woo you. And I do see that they may be getting frustrated here, which is why I feel like we had that King of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords, because King of Pentacles is exactly that wooing energy. And someone who's got the bread to spend on, you know, to get some work done and to make some things happen. They have the time, they have the energy, King of Pentacles, they have the resources to do things that everybody can't do. They may, you know, be someone who has a lot of money. So I just saw 444 in the camera. They could be someone who has access to, you know, even things that you wouldn't even think about. But yeah, this person is looking for you. They're seeking you out and they want you real, real bad, okay? We got the Nurse with kindness, loving, and realistic. So I do feel like you have helpful energies, angels on your side, other people looking out for you. And I feel like the more this person kind of obsesses over you, the more they become unhinged. And I feel like that's working in your favor because it's causing other people to notice that this person may have an unhealthy obsession or attachment to you. We have the Capulet here with fatherly love, controlling, and dogmatism. This is the Romeo and Juliet Oracle, if you recognize any of the names. But yeah, with that fatherly love, that's a fatherly archetype. A dark side of the father is being very controlling and shielding your kids and not allowing them to have free will, taking that from them and just saying, no, this is the way that we do things, or this is what you're allowed to do, not allowed to do, this is what you're allowed to have, not allowed to have, because it can turn shadowy and controlling instead of open and allowing people to kind of live life and make their own mistakes and whatever. So this person could be controlling, they could be dogmatic, and it feels forceful, not gonna lie. It feels forceful, like it's unrequited love. This is someone you're, you know, who's not your type or someone who you're not interested in, but they are applying pressure. And I can't lie, I see a lot of you dating this person. I feel like in the beginning, maybe it was like, oh, you know, they're paying for dates. I mean, because they're wooing you. This person, I just saw a car. Okay, that's for like maybe one of you. That's crazy because I did say, this is giving me Christian Grey vibes. I don't know why. And in that movie, 50 Shades of Grey, he did buy Anastasia a car. He did. He did buy her a car. So yeah, that's for those of you who are dealing with like a whale, someone who got that coin, okay, that bread. But even if it's not that big, this person could buy you a phone, they could buy you headphones, they could buy you something that you talk about. A membership, a gym membership, and it's like, you're thinking, oh my gosh, they care so much, and it's like, no, they're just trying to ensure that you always go to the same place, child. They're trying to ensure the future and make sure that they can have access to you in the future. Listen, don't sleep on it. People are definitely surrendering to their shadow these days, okay? So you got to be ready and watchful. All right. So, you know, and I just see you on a totally different timeline. You can feel in your spirit and your intuition that spirit has something bigger or better for you. You know that this person isn't your person. They're kind of a placeholder, not gonna lie, because you are dating them, a lot of you. But we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So you may have received some sort of other message or sign, signal, confirmation from spirit that something specific is on the way. And you know that this isn't it. So I feel like now spirit is calling you to free yourself because, like I said, this person is only getting more obsessed, and the more they invest in you, the more they feel like they have, you know, some sort of ownership, and it's getting kind of toxic now. So I'm going to move forward from this for now and see if anyone else shows up, because we do have the flirt card here. Extend your lighthearted energy to others is what it says at the bottom of that one. So spirit is calling you to open up your energy. Bottom of free yourself says it's time to take back control of your life. So spirit's kind of calling you to, you know, take back control. Remind people you're not, listen, you're able to experience all of this, but this is not yours, okay? And I would remove the temptation, okay? I know it's going to be challenging, like, especially when you don't have anyone else who's in your life yet, but it would definitely be worth it and beneficial for you to kind of keep it, keep it cool with this person, put them on thin ice, and open yourself up to new options. We have healing family issues and finances and career that has come out as well. So you could even have, oddly enough, family doing a little bit of sabotaging. Okay, especially if you come from a family or a community that believes in keeping it in the community or the religion. They could be trying to, get you to link up with someone who they know isn't going to really serve you, but because they're so sold to these traditional values, they just keep trying to push you in that direction. So yeah, you may be called to remove yourself from your family or your parents if they're overbearing and love them at a distance. Healing family issues says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So it just kind of feels like from every direction, new romantic interest, they're obsessed. Even people that you just meet, they immediately kind of go into this trying to control you energy or trying to like tame you, trying to catch you energy. Family, friends, trying to push you, just get here, go here, do this, do that. And it's like, all right, it may be cutoff season, group 4. It may be time to put everybody on thin ice because people are doing the most. We have finances and career. It says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So you may not be able to move, or you may live with your family. You may not be able to do what you want to do. You may not be able to open yourself up to the kind of places or people that you want to because of your current circumstance. But I feel like things will get better. And I feel like that's a better area in your life to focus on, especially since we know that spirit is divinely guiding you towards someone specific, someone who you have tapped into intuitively, or maybe you've gotten like a personal reading and from multiple different readers and they're all describing the same kind of person, the same kind of thing. You may already know in some way that better is on the way, or something that's for you is on the way, especially if you're very intuitive and you pick up on these things, just with your intuition. So yeah, I feel like finances, career, just saw 1111, would be a whole lot better for you to focus your energy on. Spirit, how will the new person take action towards group 4? I feel like Spirit is clearly leading you together. So let's see. Yeah, we got the 2 of Cups, soulmate connection here. So this person, I keep hearing like what you're looking for is also looking for you. I feel like that is like the mantra, the mission statement for you, group 4. A whole lot of people in your energy who would love to date you, who want a chance with you, will even, try to pursue you in an unfair kind of way if necessary, if that means getting what they want. And you just cannot shake that there is something better for you. So even while this person is treating you, taking you on dates, doing whatever they're doing, it's like you still feel in your heart of hearts like, this is not what I'm supposed to surrender to. You still feel in your heart of hearts that there is something better, and I absolutely see that as well. Temperance is really, really good. I do see more of what you're looking for coming towards you, and I do see things getting a lot better, alchemizing and balancing with temperance. So things will get better from here. But there's still someone very obsessed in your energy. You may have to block them, cut them off. You may have to say, you know what, F it. I've been going to the gym for years, but I'm going to have to pick a new one. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. I'm going to have to invest in a new membership, a new place. Because, yeah, out with the old, in with the new, okay? And this is a good time to do an out with the old, in with the new spell working so that you can transform that life, hunty, and get that spiritual support. Nice. We got the Wheel of Fortune and the 7 of Swords reversed. So I feel like you really are in this kind of like God's favorite position. Spirit is protecting you. 7 of Swords in reverse is giving me like almost a biblical or strict scripture type of energy, like no weapons formed against me shall prosper. Because it really does feel almost like spiritual warfare. I'm not really a spiritual warfare kind of girl either. I'm not really into like, ooh, the ops is watching and this is all the people evil eyeing you and da-da-da-da-da. Just not into that narrative. So If I'm feeling that, it's definitely real, because I don't look for that. I don't automatically assume people are against you and da 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 da. But yeah, it does kind of feel like spiritual warfare. You may know that already, though, if you're in spiritual warfare or not. We got the 8 of Cups. So I feel like there's a big transformation happening in your life. I do feel there's some sort of move here. It's not going to be physical for everyone, but I do see like an energy of you turning over a new leaf and starting a new life. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. You're pulling back your energy from someone, and people are taking it like, oh, it's because you got a new man, you got a new girl, you're interested in someone else. And really the whole time, Queen of Cups, you're choosing yourself. So people, they're living in their own worlds. You got to be careful. You know, they say like it's dangerous to argue with someone who's, you know, like it's dangerous to argue with a fool, because someone who truly doesn't have a grasp on reality or know what's going on, this is worse than, you know, arguing with someone who does. Because it's just like they don't even know what they're doing. They're not even in the same reality that you're in. So it's just like chaotic. And people have this whole narrative that you're rejecting them, or you're like, they're taking it just so personally. We got the 8 of Cups in the Star card. I'm hearing 6 months. That the relationship, the connection that has been prophesized? Oh my God, I can't say it right. But yeah, 8 of Cups, you're walking away from that, walking away from old connections, old people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Star card is divine timing and wish fulfillment. So we got the 2 of Cups, another card talking about making a really deep soulmate type connection with someone. So I feel a very special connection, a very special relationship coming in for you. Group 4, it's kind of like you're in a minefield and there's all these people around you and your energy trying to distract you, trying to claim you, trying to control you. You know, doing the most, and you're ducking them, you're dodging them, okay? You're doing your thing. So definitely continue to do that. You are on the right track. But it's so clear that Spirit is kind of leading this, and Spirit is really in control here. There's so many things that are going to be revealed to you also over the course of the next few months. You're going to see in real time just how bad it was and just how crazy people were. Yeah, not going to lie, it may get kind of crazy before the light really shines through. It may be like you're in the eye of the storm right now and things are about to get a little chaotic, a little crazy, and then you'll be on the other side of it. We got the perfect storm here. It says the courage to step into life. So I do see Spirit calling you to have courage to claim, really to take claim over your own life and to say, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm about, and to proudly step into that. We got the 4 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, a card of reflection, a card of reflecting on everything that you've been through, showing gratitude for the older versions of you that walked so the new version of you could run, and moving into a better space. We have the Sky Dancers with surrender. You're also getting like repeating, we got 4-4 and then 5-5 on this card. You may be seeing 404, 414, 505, 515, 555, different combinations of 4s and 5s. We have number 55 here, the farther gate. Bottom of this one says bold step forward. So you guys got into the first level and you didn't realize that you were actually stepping into the arena. And it's so ominous how at the top of the card there's the light shining in, and we were just talking about that. The thing about the farther gate, if you can see, there's a gate a little farther. So I feel like you kind of stepped into what is your life now, and you felt like this was supposed to be where you were supposed to meet your person, or you thought that this was the place you were supposed to get. And then you're feeling a little bamboozled, and it's discouraging because you're realizing, oh my God, there's yet another gate for me to go through. And you're actually in the middle, in the eye of the storm, in the midst of all the chaos. And Spirit is calling you towards the farther gate. And yeah, Spirit is saying, listen, have that courage to step into life. Have that courage to step into your path and to move forward regardless of all these other people and your energy. Don't allow them to slow you down. We have the sky dancer with surrender. So Spirit is also saying dance with the stars at this time. And I really feel that in an astrological sense, where Spirit is kind of saying, look to your transits, look to the helpful energies around you. Not only will they provide insight if certain areas of your life just seem to be going downhill and it almost feels unfair. You know, Spirit is saying, look to the stars. That'll give you further understanding of why certain things are always happening, because I'm just not one of those people who believes that, oh, the world is you pushed out. I don't believe that at all. There are so many things that happen to us that have nothing to do with us. So I don't feel like everything you experience is because of you. So yeah, I see Spirit telling you to surrender, to move forward. We have repairing the veil with forgiveness. Spirit could be calling you into forgiveness at this time as well. And I do feel like there's going to be forgiveness required, because especially with that family or that friend wound, that community wound, you've grown up with these people, you've been a part of this community for so long, but to see how, you know what, they've really been leading me down the wrong path, that could require a lot of forgiveness. So Spirit may be calling you into some shadow work at this time as well. We got the Venus Malo with delicate, fleeting beauty, and the Morning Glory with affection and determination. The Morning Glory says, the morning glory, which blooms for only one day, differs not from the heart of the giant pine that lives for 1,000 years. So Spirit is saying you can make new friends, even though you've had these people around, this family around for years. They've been your entire story up to this point. Those connections are equally valuable as a brand new person that can come into your life tomorrow. So allow yourself to make those new connections and to love those people. The Venus Malo, it says, when life is not coming up roses, look to the weeds and find the beauty hidden within them. You have grown so much. You've accomplished so much. You really need to take some time to celebrate yourself for real, because getting to this point, it wasn't guaranteed. You had to get here, and nobody got you here but you. So that needs, you know, some acknowledgement. But what you're waiting for, it is divinely guided, and it is still on the way, and Spirit is going to bless you. You got a lot of people in your energy. They're trying to control you, and Spirit is calling you to untangle yourself, but it will be worth it 1,000 times over. That's what I got for you, Group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.